So that must, so the changing of that area and the changing also of the wetlands must make it hard for contemporary indigenous or contemporary Tongva people to gather those materials or even practice.
Yeah, it is, and I could imagine it was for my ancestors, who were so even those post mission period, people relied on the land more than we give them credit for.
Yeah.
Even going up to my grandparents and great grandparents' generation, because again, unless you've lived here for a long time, people don't understand the land changes that have taken place just recently.
Mm.
Even when I was a kid, there was a lot more open space, and I've lived all of my life in Orange County. There was a lot more farmland. There were orange groves. It was just open space. But even in those days, you were able to, to live off the land. I know stories in my family where my mother tells me, um, her family followed the migrating agriculture work, so they were traveling around. But sometimes they had to sustain themselves from the animals they caught, and that's what they would survive on too.
Yeah.
Like even some of the the deer or the gophers, they would
Yeah, I
eat
never
her.
see it here.
Yeah, but there was a lot more open space back then too. But that's one of the challenges that I personally have today as a person who works a lot with our plants, is going out and harvesting. Because number one, we don't have access to the land. We don't have any land that we can call our own, that we have legal title to. So getting out there and trying to harvest plants is very challenging. I'm an educator, so when I utilize the plants, it's either for personal use or for class, and that's a struggle because, again, the limited access. But trying to sustain a community is something that's not even possible at this point until we have land that we can call our own, and then that whole term sustainability comes into place because we have actually access to the land. Right now, we can't even use the word sustainability because it doesn't apply to us. You can't use sustainability when you don't have access to the land.
Yeah.
So that's one of the contemporary challenges that we face in utilizing our traditional, our native plants.